because I don't really want to down any fighter that has accomplished more than I've accomplished.
Right.
In the sport of boxing. But
that's the thing that's interesting about you, man, because, with all the flash, the Floyd Money Mayweather, this dude right here is really, really smart guy, man.
Floyd Mayweather just gave his surprising reaction to the new Gervonta Davis versus Keyshawn Davis fight offer. And here is the thing, he is not just shocked. He sounds jealous. Why? Because Gervonta Davis is reportedly in talks for a $100 million mega fight with Keyshawn Davis. Yes, $100 million. But here is the twist, this could be Tank's last fight ever. Davis wants to retire for good after this final match. Let us break it down. The boxing world was already buzzing with rumors, but when Mayweather spoke on a recent podcast, his response to that $100 million offer was truly priceless. Here is a guy who spent his whole career chasing 9-figure paydays, now hearing that his former protege might land one so easily.
Becoming rich, you become rich. Wealth is something that is established to where wealth, when you get millions every month, like myself, making $1 million.
Mayweather looked clearly shocked. $100 million for real, that is crazy, he said while shaking his head in disbelief. He even joked about how much harder he had to work to reach those numbers. I had to carry the sport on my back for years to get numbers like that, he said. Now they are just throwing that kind of money around.
We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go.
And can you really blame him? Floyd was the original money man in boxing, and now Gervonta Davis, his former student, is stepping into the spotlight with a chance to outdo him.
Yo, tell him to get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Broke ass nigga. Out here scamming people.
Oh, you fancy.
On live right now.
Keyword the FANCY. Put out on our free Hits 97.3 app, or go to hits973.com. Whatever is easiest for you for your chance. Come on.
It's gonna cost you no.
Boy, I was doing him. I gotta focus on what
Gervonta Davis is already set to fight Lamont Roach on March 1st, 2025 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and this one is shaping up to be a real banger. If you do not know, Roach has a lot of heart, and he also holds the WBA super featherweight title. This clash is basically a DMV showdown with two hometown heroes, and the stakes are high. Hear me out. While this fight is big on its own, here is why it matters even more. Could be Gervonta Davis' last stepping stone before retirement. Tank is looking to hang up his gloves this year, but not before going out with a bang. That is where Keyshawn Davis comes in. Word on the street is that Tank's team is already in talks for that $100 million mega fight with Keyshawn after his bout with Roach.
Norfolk, man, so y'all don't forget about me. Y'all keep supporting DB3. But a world title definitely gonna be next. 2025, we got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock, knock.
You've been on that all week. Listen.
Tank's strategy here is smart. He wants to end his career by checking every box, defend his lightweight title, take on a hungry challenger like Roach, and then lock in his legacy with one last career-defining fight against Keyshawn. And let us be real, it is not just about the money. It is about making history.
He's now the new face of boxing. What do you think?
For sure, he's the face of boxing. I don't have no problem with saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves everything that's coming to him. He's the face of boxing for sure.
And he's that guy. You talked about how good Shakur is. Do you think people sleep on Tank skills? They just see him as a knockout artist?
Who sleep on Tank skills? Nah, don't nobody sleep on Tank. Like,
well, I just go because so many people just think he's a knockout artist, but I think they underestimate his boxing IQ.
And back in 2021, in August, I sparred Tank, and he's skilled. Like, he's skillfully. Like, he's like, you can watch me fight. You know, I'm skilled. When I got in the ring with him, he's skillfully great. He's great. Like, Tank is all the way around a great fighter for sure. He's for sure like Shakur the man. Tank the man too. Tank the man to beat right now because he got the popularity and the skill. You know what I'm saying?
Lamont Roach has been working his whole life for a chance like this, and he is coming in hot. He says it is a dream come true to challenge Tank in front of his hometown crowd. Roach brings a lot of pride, passion, and that underdog spirit which could make this fight even more dangerous for Gervonta. Still, if Tank gets past Roach, the stage is set for the ultimate showdown with Keyshawn. A $100 million fight and a chance to leave the sport on his own terms. That is the kind of story that comes around only once in a generation.
If that were to happen, you sparred with him, correct?
Yeah.
So you and Tank, if that were to happen.
I feel like me and Tank fight how it go would be like electrifying. Like, me and him are both mean, aggressive, bully. We bullies in the ring, you know, like, we bully the bullies.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm the type of fighter, I love to bully the bully. So if you got two fighters in there, mentalities is like that, it's gonna play out to be a great fight. And, I'm just up for the challenge for real. And it's a Davis on Davis, like, it's gonna be a great promotion, you know?
Tank's last fight alone pulled in huge pay-per-view numbers. And if fans know it is their last chance to see him fight, you can bet they will pay top dollar for those tickets. Add Keyshawn Davis into the mix, an Olympic silver medalist and rising star, and you have the perfect setup for a blockbuster. This fight would mark the passing of the torch. An established legend versus a hungry young lion. And let us not forget that this fight has all the ingredients to be an event we talk about for decades.
Money made all day. You know, right here, a light million. Over there, counting up another million over there. Walk with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take you into my life. So Andrew Jackson, of course, is on the 20. Benjamin Franklin right here. You know, money made all day. We in the bank, doing what we do best, counting money.
Now back to Floyd. Is his jealousy real, or is this just Floyd being Floyd? Let us not forget Mayweather has always been very protective of his legacy. In his mind, he is the ultimate pay-per-view king. So for Gervonta to possibly outshine him, even if just for one fight, that has to sting. On the podcast, Floyd could not help but draw comparisons. When I was coming up, I had to fight legends like De La Hoya, Canelo, and Pacquiao. These young guys are just walking into these deals without the same grind. But here is the truth. Gervonta did not just walk into this fight. He has been dominating his opponents, selling out arenas, and delivering highlight reel knockouts. The man has earned his moment.
Most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta Tank Davis. When Gervonta Tank Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn.
Still, Floyd's comments also showed a bit of nostalgia. I taught Gervonta everything he knows, he said with a smirk, but not everything I know. Classic Floyd. Giving credit while still keeping himself on top. Let us not forget, though, a $100 million fight comes with huge pressure. If this is really Tank's last fight, it has to be perfect. No slip-ups, no controversial decisions. Fans are expecting a lot.
It's going. I'm gonna get there. You heard him today. You seen what he said. He said something like, Like, he heard I've been slipping. You know what I mean?
Basically said, I heard you fell off and you were not having that. Kid turned 30. How does it feel to turn 30? Oh, when I turned 30, I was like, damn, now I can't go to the club. I can't do this. What is it? How do you feel turning 30?
Like, when I do shit now, I be like, I'm 30, I don't supposed to be doing this. Like,
How would you compare your 20s to what you think your 30s will be like?
I just feel like I'm a little wiser now. So shit I was doing in my 20s, I wouldn't do in my 30s.
Yeah.
I feel like my 30s is more so like my calm and where so I chill and, you know,
And
let my family, like my kid, I got kids now, so let them like, you know, run buck wild and I check after them.
Do you think that will translate into the ring, like having that calm mindset?
That's why I don't want to box no more. You know what I mean? Because I feel as though like I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. You know, so
maybe not.
I feel as though because I want everything out of me.
Keyshawn Davis is not coming to play around. He may not have the same resume as Gervonta, but his skills and confidence are undeniable. This fight is his chance to jump into superstardom. He is already talking big, saying he will retire Tank on his way to becoming the next face of boxing.
I'm fighting that person. The only person that I'm calling out that I want to fight is Gervonta, man. Other than that, don't ask me to fight nobody, bro. I keep proving y'all wrong and wrong and wrong. And before I prove it to y'all, I say it first. Because I know what I'm about to do and what I'm about to become. Since the beginning, since I turned pro, I was talking junk to the undisputed champions of the world. I was saying things that actually transpired into the truth, bro. I'm the truth, bro. And y'all, it's so hard for y'all to realize that. It's because I'm so great that y'all not gonna love it until it's gone.
You know, you stole the show. You know, I know it's, you know, you're the main event. You're supposed to, but you delivered.
Right.
And you after it said, you know, knock knock Tank.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door. You came over here, said light skin. A lot of fight fans like when people call out and do things like that.
But only person that don't like it is him. He's kind of weird. But now he got no choice but to fight me. The fans want him to fight me. After what I just did tonight against a guy that's bigger than him, come on now. If I touch him, what's gonna happen? Talk about that. Everybody want to talk about Keyshawn. What if he touch you? What if I touch him?
On the other hand, Gervonta has to handle the weight of the moment. A farewell fight is not just about winning. It is about creating a memory that fans will hold onto forever. It is about walking away on top. If he gets that chance, he has to make it count.
I mean, Tank has been tweeting about him today.
What did Tank say?
I mean, you want me to verbatim? I mean, I can give the clean version.
Let me know, because I don't be on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, all right, so this is pretty much stop eating, do that, this little N fighting on Friday night. He's not even worth mentioning. And Buddy's a B, code B, tell him to do something.
I ain't gonna lie, Tank gonna say what he gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's just trash talk, for real. Tank know what's up with Keyshawn. They done sparred, you know what I'm saying? They done sparred plenty of times. So it's like, I don't really know, but I'm gonna just leave that as that, you know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn gonna go ahead and punish this guy on.
Floyd's legacy is built on perfection. 50-0 untouchable in the ring and the king of big money fights. But if Gervonta goes out with a $100 million fight and a dominant win, does that begin to overshadow what Floyd did? On the podcast, Floyd was quick to defend his own legacy. No disrespect to Tank, but I am the reason these fighters are getting these kinds of opportunities. I changed the game.
Expensive boxing match in history that you might have forgotten about. The fight of the century between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao took place in May of 2015, and they racked in over $600 million, which is about how much the Super Bowl made that following season. ESPN reports Pacquiao made upwards of $150 million, and Mayweather made upwards of $250 million. That's about as much as the best basketball players in the world make in 5 years. It also had 4.6 million pay-per-views online, which is probably why Mayweather can afford to have this many.
That is true. Floyd did change the business side of boxing, but Gervonta's success also shows that the sport has moved on. Fans are not just here for the money talk anymore. They want the knockouts, the drama, and the personalities. And Gervonta delivers all of that in spades. Let us zoom out for a second. This fight is not just about Gervonta or Keyshawn. It is about the future of boxing. If this $100 million fight goes through, it sets a new standard for what is possible in the sport.
I would choose Tank Davis. I would knock Tank short out. Tank is a great fighter. Hats off to Tank. I'm not even about to just do all that. Like, Tank is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows that. You got the power, you got the skill and ability. He's patient. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I am. That little short can't touch me. And I'm coming with that same shit he coming with. And he know that. His coach Kenny, you know, got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Talks to go fight the from Cuba. No, nigga, I'm gonna fight Tank. Stop mentioning other people when I mention your fight. The is you talking about, boy? Like, don't play with me, bro. Y'all know how I'm coming. Tank, if you wanna
A younger fighter like Keyshawn getting this kind of opportunity shows that boxing is changing. It is no longer just about long-established legends. The new generation is here, and they are demanding their spot.
That shit was fun. I ain't gonna lie, cause I like a dude that ain't scared of me too. You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas be scared. I ain't even sugarcoat. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there. You feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford. You feel me? Cause he a nigga. You know that nigga ain't Shakur. You know they ain't scared of nothing. Cause niggas be scared. I ain't even sugarcoat. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be scared in there. You feel me? That's why I love sparring Terrence Crawford. You feel me? Cause he a nigga. You know that nigga ain't Shakur. You know they ain't scared of nothing. They ain't worried about nothing, and they can fight too. So when it came to Tank, you know it was like that. You feel me? So.
That is how it was, you feel me? So yeah, this fight could lead to more big money matchups. Imagine if young stars like Shakur Stevenson or Devin Haney start chasing $100 million fights. The sport could enter a new golden era. So where does Floyd go from here? He has already hinted at a return to exhibition fights, but let us be real, it is not the same. Exhibition bouts may be fun, but they do not carry the same weight as a blockbuster like Gervonta versus Keyshawn. On the podcast, Floyd did not rule out getting involved in promoting this fight. He said, if the numbers are right, maybe I will be ringside. And honestly, Floyd being there would only add to the show. But it is clear that Floyd is dealing with the reality of the sport moving on without him. Gervonta is no longer the young fighter under his wing. He is a global superstar building his own legacy.
For a money fight, you take probably the world title fight because you've got the money fights down the line open. But towards the end of your career, when all the romance is gone, you actually understand the sport for actually what it is. You've been done over a couple of times, you've had this fall through, The money is, it's all about the Benjamins, man. I do need...
Of course, there is one big question. Will this fight actually happen? 100 million is a huge number, and the logistics of putting together such a fight are complicated. Both fighters would need to agree to terms, and the promoters would have to make the numbers work. But the buzz is real. Fans want this fight. The fighters seem interested. And if the 100 million offer is legit, it is hard to see anyone walking away from that kind of payday. If Gervonta Davis versus Keyshawn Davis goes down, it could be one of the biggest fights in boxing history. It has everything. Two fighters at different points in their careers, a massive payday, and the added drama of Gervonta possibly retiring.
Out this and get away from me. Like, I have a house on the island. Y'all won't see me again, type shit. Like, that's how I'm trying to beat. I'm trying to beat all this type shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be around this too much.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Equals and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.